Welcome back to War Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get right into this to show this off. So, some stuff has been changed about the Tomcat. You have radar angle now. You can do this on pretty much all aircraft now. You got to set a couple settings. Options. Type in the word stabilization. It should be... Seeker? I don't know that one. Where is it? There we go. It's called constant elevation of radar antenna. That gives you like the old radar, and you have to point your nose at the target. You're going to set that. It's on by like this by default. You're going to turn that to no. Then what you're going to want to do, go to your controls, radar, tilt control axis are what I use. So you can see my setup here for my radar keys. I use my numpad. So basically I can slew my radar with 8, 4, 6, and 2. They act just like, or excuse me, 8, 5, 4, and 6. They act just like an extra pair of W, A, S, and D, or arrow keys, whatever you want to call them. So they act just like extra arrow keys. Then I use 7 and 9, kind of like QE keys, which would normally be for roll and stuff on the aircraft. I use that for my radar tilt control axis. This is what works for me. Maybe it doesn't work for you. Maybe it does. This is what I use, though. So I'll show you guys how this all works now and what's been changed necessarily on this stuff since I last made a video. So we're going to take off, get our Aim-54s. One of my big things is I full afterburn right off the deck because I want to get that fuel out of my wings in a normal battle. So, I'm being locked by that anti-air stuff right there, but in a normal battle, when I take off, I just go full afterburner as hard as I can because I want to get that fuel out of the wings. Because these, as you can see, the wings have fuel tanks in them. And you'll have fuel in them if you're above 20 minutes of fuel. Once 20 minutes of fuel has passed and it's empty, there's no more fuel in those wing tanks. And after that fuel is drained, not only is it harder to rip your wings, you also won't burst into flames and explode if somebody shoots those tanks. Because they're empty, there's no fuel in them all of a sudden. So it does nothing to your aircraft. So I'm going to afterburn hard, get some speed up. Another thing is, once you hit about Mach 1, you can literally like nose almost straight up. Well, you can nose straight up if you really want to burn energy and really trade it. But you can, it's a lot more efficient if you just kind of nose up like this and wait till you're about 400, 500 miles an hour, then level out. You're already at, 6,000 meters or so, 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers high. Also, when your wings are swept back like that, you actually turn more like a delta wing, so you'll burn a lot of energy. So you want to do like nice slow turns to keep your energy. Otherwise, you will burn your energy off in a turn extremely hard. But you will be able to turn really hard at the same time. But you don't want to burn your energy off when you're using Aim-54s. So we'll get our setup here. Look for our target. We got a target right here. This sloop an Aim-54 actually does have the range at this distance to hit that. So, but if you look, after I've locked him, I can keep him locked just by, it'll automatically keep that lock basically for me. As long as he's on my radar, and see, I can look all the way over here. If you see that dot on my actual radar square, it's still tracking him from this angle. So as long as I don't let him get outside that gimbal, outside the walls of that little radar, it's tracking him and keeping updates on him. And you can notch people very well and prevent them from firing on you if you do this. And bam, there we go. So I was able to prevent a lot of things from seeing me very easily on radar just by doing that. Now I'm in first stage afterburn, which is more than enough to keep my energy up at this altitude over Mach 1, but it's also, saving me on fuel. So I have the fuel for the long run. Now, there's another aircraft way down there. I'm going to pop out of afterburn real quick. And look at that. See how it's locked him? Actually, that's not even the right aircraft that's being locked right now. There's the guy right there. But once I lock him, this will automatically tilt the radar for me. I'm not touching any of my radar. It's automatically tilting that radar for me to keep him locked up. And I can just fire one. That's going to go for the intercept. It's keeping him locked. It's giving TWS updates. It's coming from way top down. It's moving extremely fast, and by the time I lose lock, it's already got its terminal guidance. Boom. So, that's like how you use the new radar tilt, the Aim-54. It's all automatic. Once you get your target, it'll hold that target for you automatically. You don't have to sit there and jockey the radar repeatedly. But you got to get that initial lock. So from here, we're going to go into a real battle. TWS mode, 93 kilometers distance. We have a... Ooh, this probably is not going to be fun. But we're going to go for it anyways and hope for the best. So full afterburn. Get up and off this runway as quickly as possible. I already found them, 53 kilometers out. Now we're going to do something a little more fun. Instead of being the first target these guys see, we're going to use that slew that I showed earlier where it automatically tracks the target. We're going to use that to keep them targeted, but making ourselves less likely to target. That AV-8, that other, all those F-14 stuff that's going head-on with them, those are all primary targets all of a sudden. We lost our track on one of them there, but we'll just lock another one. Being locked from somebody from behind, but that's fine. We'll keep this full afterburn up, and right now we're just keeping these guys on the very edge of our radar. Just want to keep tabs on them. See, they are coming at us. And I'll show you a neat little trick that I like to use now for evasive maneuvers. So I'm looking for people who are coming at me. I'm being locked by hard locked by somebody over there. Like this guy right here. Watch this maneuver now. So you see my range is bad, right? Well, if I go like this, all of a sudden that range is good. That missile's already got the energy it needs. I'm going to wave off now. Bring it right to the edge of my viewing. I'm going to let that missile guide in a little bit here from this angle. Make sure those TWS is getting those updates. And that guy's coming straight head on with me right now, technically. But I am keeping a little bit notch to him. And that missile's going right for him. We'll see if it hits. We'll get the next one locked up. That's one kill with it. I'm being locked from the front, so I need to get down. I'm gonna just let that one missile go. If it gets a hit, if it gets a hit. Oh, look at that. Second kill. There we go. So you can dip into the shot just long enough to get that energy spike that you're going to get. And then once that missile reaches its maximum velocity heading at its target, pull right out of it and just keep them on the edge of your radar seek. So now we're cruising at 1.10. There is a Mirage back there, but I'm going to plan on outrunning that Mirage, hopefully. Pull them back over my friendlies. I want nothing to do with the Mirage. Those things are dynamite. I'm not happy about trying to have to fight one of those. I could probably get a aim on him, but I don't know where he's at right now, and I really don't care to find out. Because if I miss the head-on, he will turn around and kill me before I can do anything. My only hope is to keep my top speed above his and just lose him. Lose him in the clouds. Make him target somebody else. Is that... Oh my god, it's Tim's variety. I love you, Tim. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who of us wins here at this point. I'm sorry, Tim. It's got to be this way. He's going to notch this, but that's fine. I know that. I'm sorry, Tim. Had to be this way. I'm so sorry, Tim. Oh, I didn't get the missile off in time. It's okay, though. I mean, my team dropped the ball here. I mean, they had Tim on the other team, though. I don't know how many kills he got. I still had to feel bad. I like Tim. I'm so sorry. Tim, if you ever see this video, I'm so sorry, man. Had to happen. You did really good notching, but I hit you with that. I hit you with the regular track mode, and I was able to pretty much, you know, keep it off there. Come on, let me J out. I really hope Tim wasn't trying to make a video. I feel awful about that. I mean, he still wins, though. His team won this for him, so... I mean, what does my team have left? This is F5. I did what I could. My team died. I got Tim, though, so... he's probably about the same level of player as me. He said himself he's not the best player. So, it is what it is. But still, check him out, though. He's great. I love him. So, he's really informative, dude. Most of you probably already watch him, though, so you shouldn't have to fanboy too much. But, yeah. It just be this way sometimes when you have Americans on your team. They died too quick. But I got 3 kills. I got 2 Phoenix kills. I can't complain. I know normally I do the whole angry thing, but I didn't have anything to be angry about. This was a good game overall. But, yeah. What can you do sometimes? It's War Thunder. It's almost fun. Alright, but I hope that helps some of you guys out there. That would be great. Because I know they added this whole fucking dumb shit, and like I said, I don't want to beat around the bush and make it overcomplicated. Dumb it down, keep it simple, stupid. Alright, well, hope you guys find some use out of this updated, you know, tutorial, and maybe see some tactics and try some tactics you may not have used before.